Hey everybody, it's Dr. Gordon Jones, your brain fitness and pickleball performance coach. Today I want to walk you through something that I think is going to help a lot of newer pickleball players, especially those of you who are starting to play more, getting into better games, thinking about leagues or tournaments, or just wanting a better idea of where your game really stands. But this is also for those who have been playing a while, but for some reason have not thought to track their progress through the DUPR system. We're going to talk about your DUPR starter rating and how the My DUPR Coach starter assessment can benefit you. Now, if you've been around pickleball very long, you've probably heard people ask, what's your DUPR? And for a lot of newer players, that can be confusing. You may know you're getting better, you may be beating some people at open play, and you may be having people telling you, hey, you're probably a 3-0, or you're playing more like a 3-5. But you do not really know where you are. That is where this process comes in. This gives a new player a way to get a coach-assigned DUPR starting point so that you can begin your DUPR journey with more clarity. It does not mean your rating is fixed forever. It simply gives you a starting baseline so that you can understand your game, find appropriate competition, and keep improving from there. So in this podcast, I'm going to walk you through the simple checklist you need to complete before your first rating session. On this first slide, I want you to notice the most important thing. This checklist is for players who are preparing for a DUPR rating session with me. The key phrase here is pre-DUPR. This process is designed for players who do not already have an established DUPR rating from logged matches. So let me make that really plain. If you already have a DUPR rating because you have logged matches in the DUPR app, this probably is not the process for you. Once you have actual match results in the system, the DUPR algorithm already is working off your results. But if you are new to DUPR, you do not have a rating yet, and your doubles rating shows NR, which means not rated, then you may be eligible for a coach-assigned DUPR rating. This is especially helpful for players who are ready to move beyond casual open play and begin understanding where they fit in structured play, leagues, tournaments, and skill-based groups. So before you show up for the session, we want to make sure all the setup work is done. That way, when we get on the court, we're not spending your time trying to fix apps, account passwords, and login problems. We can actually focus on your pickleball. Step 1. Download the DUPR app and create your DUPR account. The first is simple. You need to have a DUPR account. You can do that by downloading the DUPR app from the App Store, going to DUPR.com on your computer, or completing the DUPR app setup inside the My DUPR Coach app when prompted. The big thing I want you to check is, once you're logged in, look at your doubles rating. If it says NR, that means not rated. That is what we're looking for if you're going through this starter assessment process. The coach-assigned rating applies to your doubles DUPR rating. It does not change your singles rating. Also, and this is very important, do not create a second DUPR account if you already have one. If you already have an established DUPR rating from logged matches, do not try to start over with a new account just to get a coach-assigned rating. That can create problems for you, for your account, and for your coach. So the first step is get into DUPR, make sure you can log in, and confirm your doubles rating is NR. That keeps everything clean and legitimate. Step 2, download the My DUPR Coach app. Now we move to the second app, which is the My DUPR Coach app. This is the app we use for the coaching side of the starter assessment process. On this slide, you will see my unique app link and the QR code. You can either scan the QR code or use the link to download the app. This is where a lot of players get tripped up because they think, I already downloaded that DUPR app. Why do I need another app? The answer is that the DUPR app is your main player rating account. The My DUPR Coach app is the coaching and assessment connection that allows me to evaluate your skills and submit a coach-assigned rating when appropriate. So think of it this way. The DUPR app is where your rating lives. The My DUPR Coach app is where the assessment process gets organized. You need both connected properly so that the rating can actually show up where it's supposed to show up. So on this slide, scan the QR code or use the link to download the My DUPR Coach app, and then we'll go on to the next step. Once you've downloaded the My DUPR Coach app, it will ask you to choose whether you are a coach or a player. You want to select I'm a player. Then, when you're setting up your account, you will enter my coach code. You can see the code on the slide. My code is 6HPU6TG, so look for that one. That code connects you to my team inside the My DUPR Coach system. After that, go ahead and complete the account setup. Answer the registration questions, including the section about your DUPR goals. You do not need to rush through that part. It helps me to understand what you're trying to do with your game. Are you just trying to get placed in better games? Or are you trying to play in your first league? Are you preparing for tournaments? Are you trying to move from rec play over to more competitive play? That information matters because the rating is not just a number. It's a starting point for your development. The one little technical note that I'll make: if the app gives you an invalid name alert, remove any special characters, spaces, or periods. The name fields only accept letters. Once the account is fully set up, you should be taken to the dashboard home screen and guided through the app. This next step is one of those simple checks that saves a lot of headaches. You want to make sure your account is actually connected to my team. Open the My DUPR Coach app and go to your dashboard. On the right side under DUPR Coach, you should be able to confirm that my first name is listed, Gordon. If you are assigned the wrong coach, or if something did not connect correctly, you can switch teams. Open the menu, select Find a Coach, and that will bring up the DUPR Coach map. Just look for Gordon Jones, and if it's a location based in North Augusta, South Carolina. After that, close the app and reopen it. That refresh step matters. Sometimes apps do not show the updated information right away until you restart them. So the key point here is simple. Before your rating session, make sure you're connected to the right coach. Me, Gordon Jones. If you show up and you're connected to the wrong person or not connected at all, we have to stop and fix that problem before the assessment can move forward. This slide is probably the most important technical step in the whole process. We need you to link your My DUPR Coach account to your DUPR account. This is what allows your coach assigned DUPR to appear properly in your DUPR account. There are two ways to do it. The first way is from the app dashboard. You will tap the plus sign next to the NR on the left side, and then select Connect. The second way is through the menu. Open the menu, scroll down to DUPR, tap Connect, and then tap Connect again. I'm sorry about all that. Anyway, from there you will either sign in with your existing DUPR credentials or sign up if you don't already have a DUPR account. After you log in or create the account, you will grant DUPR access to complete the connection. Once that connection works, you should see a confirmation message. Then the plus sign should disappear from your dashboard, and the DUPR menu should show that it is connected. Here's the part that I want everybody to hear clearly. This step is required. If your My DUPR Coach account is not linked to your DUPR account, your coach assigned DUPR may not appear correctly in the My DUPR Coach app dashboard or within the DUPR system itself. So if you only remember one technical thing from this video, remember this. Download the apps, enter the coach code, and link the accounts. That's what makes the whole process work. Alright, so you're all set. We can now get to the fun part. You come to your rating session. During the session, I will evaluate your pickleball skills across the areas listed under the DUPR skills inside your My DUPR Coach app. This is not just me watching one shot and guessing. The goal is to look at the key parts of your game. How do you serve? How do you return? Can you handle the transition zone? Can you dink with control? Can you recognize when to attack and when to reset? Can you keep the ball in play under pressure? Can you play with a partner? Can you make good decisions? A starter rating is not about embarrassing anybody or putting a label on you. It's about giving you a fair starting point. And for a lot of players, that's incredibly helpful because now you have a baseline. You are no longer guessing. Once the assessment is submitted, you should receive your rating, coaching insights, and if we recorded footage, possibly video feedback from the gameplay. And this is where I really want players to understand the opportunity. Your DUPR number is not your identity. It is a tool. It helps you to see where you are today so you can start building towards where you want to go next. So what's next after receiving your coach-assigned DUPR? Well, the first pathway is to start competing and logging matches. That means you can use your coach-assigned DUPR as your starting point and begin playing in DUPR events, like leagues, tournaments, and other competitive settings. Once you start logging official matches, the DUPR algorithm begins adjusting your rating based on real results. At that point, your performance begins to speak for itself. The second pathway is to maintain and update your coach-assigned DUPR through additional assessments. Some players may not be ready to jump straight into tournaments or official match logging. That's okay. You may want to keep developing, attend another session, and have your rating updated as your skills evolve. That's one of the reasons I like this process. It gives new players a structured way to enter the rating world without feeling like they have to know everything on day one. Whichever path you choose, the larger goal is the same. We want to help you grow as a player. We want you in the right games, with the right level of competition, where you can enjoy the sport, improve your skills, and keep moving forward. So here's the bottom line. If you are a newer pickleball player, or you've been playing for a while but still do not have a DUPR rating, this is a great opportunity to get started right away. Get your app set up. Create or confirm your DUPR account. Download the My DUPR Coach app. Enter my coach code. Make sure you are connected to my team. Link your My DUPR Coach account to your DUPR account. Then come to your rating session ready to play, learn, and get a clear picture of where your game stands. This is not about chasing a number. Some do. It's about understanding your game. It's about getting a fair starting point. It's about giving yourself a pathway to better games, better competition, and better development. Pickleball is more fun when you know where you fit, when you know what to work on, and when you can see your progress over time. So if you're ready to begin your DUPR journey, go through this checklist, get everything connected, and I look forward to seeing you on the court or virtually through video. So let's get your game measured, get your baseline set, and start building from there. Remember, reset fast and play free. This is now the rhythm of your life.